is that we don't know our heritage, our biblical heritage, our historical heritage. And when you don't know your heritage, you don't know what you got access to. They're crossing, but what it means was that somebody sat Jehoshaphat down and said, Jehoshaphat, let me tell you about Big Mama. Jehoshaphat, let me tell you about your granddaddy. Jehoshaphat, let me tell you where you come from. Let me tell you who you belong to. We are descendants of people that have experience of the power of God, and what he did for them, he'll do for us. And I have access to the same God that brought my mother, the same God that brought my father, the same God that brought my granddaddy, my grandmama Eliza, my great-grandmother Harriet, my great-great-grandmother Viola. I got access. We don't know what to do. We don't know how we're going to make it. But here's what he said. He acknowledged that he got personal limits, but then he acknowledged that he's got a powerful Lord. He got a God who's got all power. And so what Jehoshaphat said is that we don't know what to do, but our eyes are focused. We're going to keep our eyes on you. We don't know what the plan is, but whatever you say, that's what we'll do. We don't know how it's going to work out, but we believe we coming out. We don't know how we're going to win, but we believe we're going to win. Is there anybody here who believes, in spite of what it looks like right now, you got a powerful Lord, a God that is able, a God that is strong, a God that is mighty, a God that is powerful? Is he your God? He said we are determined and we'll be focused and we'll be faithful. We will not quit. We will not give up. We will not turn back. We will not walk away, because I believe Jehoshaphat knew that the same God that brought Moses over, the same God that brought Joshua over, the same God that brought Abraham was the God that would bring Jehoshaphat. That ought to be somebody's praise. The God that brought your mother, it ought to be your God. The God that brought your father ought to be your God. The God that woke you up this morning ought to be your God. Our God is a mighty God. Our God is an awesome God. Our God is a great God. When I get to yours, go ahead and holler. Our God is a holy God. Our God is a faithful God. Our God is an on-time God. Our God is a healing God. Our God is a saving God. Our God is a delivering God. Our God is a joy-giving God. Our God is a forgiving God. Our God is the only God who loved us to look beyond our faults and see our need. Our God loved us to give his son. Our God loved us to put Jesus on a cross, nail his hands, nail his feet, drop him in the ground on a cross. They buried him. If my daddy was here in a borrowed tomb, but the old school preacher say early on the third day, our God got Jesus out of the grave, and he's alive. He's alive, and he lives right now. That's my God. That's my God. And if that God is your God, I don't know how you feel about him, but I love him. I praise him. I thank him. I worship him. I bow down before him. If that's your God, prove it right now. If that's your God, prove it right now by giving your God. If he's your God, if he's your God, if he's your God, if you know my God, praise him like you know him. Praise him like you know him. Praise him like you love him. Praise him like he's good. Praise him, praise him. Praise him, praise him. Praise him, praise him. Do you know my God as your God? Well, praise him like you know him.